Hello everyone, I'm back finally, after a long gap between uploads, and you're probably wondering why was there such a gap? Well, I missed two of the last three races for Tier 2 at the end of the season, two of which was just couldn't, had other things to do, so I couldn't make the races, and the last race was an absolute, it was like the worst thing that could possibly happen. Fighting for the win, podium in Brazil, and on the second last lap of the race, there was a bit of a miscommunication, or I don't know how you want to describe it, an incident that's in the past now. But yeah, it basically resulted in me from going second/third to all the way down to last. Well, not last, I think I finished 10th or whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's been a bit of a gap, a bit of a break. Last week, however, we are starting season number 3, and we're actually in Tier 1 now, so we've moved up from Tier 2 to Tier 1. We're driving for AlphaTauri, we've got Lemkes as our teammate, and this is the first race in France. It's a week late. I should have had this uploaded already, but the reason, again, I've just been busy with personal things. But, you know, why not just get this over and done with now. France is not really a track that I enjoy, and you can see that in the qualifying here. Just come around the last corner for our hot lap in France. We're going to cross the line, and it's going to be P16 or is it P15? P15. So really not ideal. I know we're much quicker than that, but I was pretty satisfied with that lap time, P15. So yeah, France is not a track I really do well at. Here we go into the race. 5 red lights. And away we go, and it's been an absolute terrible start, as you can see. Just really not how I wanted to start my full season in Tier 1 at all. And coming down into Turn 1, bound to be some sort of accident, which there is. Just a bit of a cluster there. The McLaren gets pushed sideways for a brief second. I thought he was going to go to the side of him, but luckily not. On the ERS, trying to get alongside Luke in the McLaren. We do get a little bit side by side, just trying to stick it around the outside, but just can't. Just thinking better of it on the first lap, and just settling into 17th. So we've lost a couple of places. So really not been an ideal start at all, but things are going to get much worse, much worse. Lap 2 coming into Turn 1. You see Tom Taylor just going wide in the Aston Martin. We get right up close behind him, using the ERS, trying to go round the outside into turn 3 and 4. I think that's 3 and 4, or is it 4 and 5? It's one of the two. Just can't get it done, but very close battling with the Aston Martin. And this is where things are going to start getting a little bit interesting. So, lap 3, we are battling for P16, and in this moment I'm thinking, right, people are not really getting too far ahead. I feel like I'm quicker. So I'm using the ERS, and I thought I need to get past Tom Taylor as quickly as I can. Try to go around the outside of this fast right-hander. And to be honest with you, I don't really know what's happened. Well, I sort of do. My verdict is I turned in too early. And I'm still not sure why I did that, if I'm honest. Not really any excuses for it. And with the tyres really hot as well, no grip. Getting on the curb, spinning, and spinning twice. So, race completely undone. Down to last, and yeah, just an absolute disaster of a race. You can see we're getting past now. After some guys pitted, we stayed out. We didn't pit straight away, we just stayed out on the mediums after that spin, which is definitely worn out like fuck, getting passed by the Alfa Romeo. And yeah, just a real shame to start life in Tier 1 like that, and do it again. That inside curb, just getting too much of it, spinning ourselves around, and at this point I was really contemplating whether or not I should continue, but you don't want to get into a habit of quitting, which is why I tried to race on. We're going to pit now on lap 9 for some fresh, hard tyres, and they'll do us till the end now. We don't pit again. So there we go, and even struggling to pull away from the pit stop, so just typical like this race. As you can see, though, we've actually managed to catch up to MOC LFC, who I think pitted a couple of laps earlier than me, and we've been catching him quicker and quicker every lap, just getting a little bit closer. As you can see, the United one, who's pit, trying to go past LFC, we thought we have a little bit of a look at the inside. We do make, or almost make, a little bit of contact, and this is where the battle's going to be now. We are battling with MOC for 19th, so it's the battle to not finish last, and this is actually a really, really good battle, and I would rate this probably one of my best battles I've potentially ever had, definitely in VFL. So using overtake, or using the DRS bit of overtake, we pull alongside up into the braking zone, get past LFC very easily, but he gets a much better exit. Of course, slipstream, ERS, and he's gonna try to get us back. He's going to the outside, what we tried earlier, but this time he does it right. He leaves enough room, unlike what I did. We almost make a bit of contact on the exit, but he runs very wide. Not very wide, he sticks to the racing line, but there's a lot of room up the inside. So I thought, screw it, I'm going for it. I'm going to take that place back and get myself back up into P19, but it doesn't end there, because this battle is only just beginning. MOC down the inside into turn 1, he retries, or he thinks about it, but just backs out of that last minute. But onto the DRS straight. We managed to keep him behind for the first part, but on the second half of the straight, just the slipstream, he's on the overtake, I'm not on the overtake. Going around the outside again, and we almost made contact for the second time now. This is a pretty much, well, this is the exact same situation that's just happened again, because I've just went back up the inside in the same place, but this time he's got the cutback and he's back, and he's gone back round the outside. We make a little bit of contact with his left rear wheel, but luckily it's nothing to spin him out or damage my wing, so luckily both managed to escape there, well, completely unharmed. He's weaving a little bit on the straight as we use DRS, trying to get back past him the next lap on lap 23. Superior straight line speed, back past him, MOC again. But again, it's just a carbon copy of the last couple of laps. He's got the better exit, but actually we just managed to keep him behind just for this lap. But on the next lap, here he comes again with a DRS and potentially overtake up the inside. He gets past, but now we're going to have the better exit. But actually we don't. We should have had the, well, not should have had the exit, we just had a bad exit. We got the slipstream, got the ERS, trying to get as close as possible, not close enough to be alongside, but we are going to be close enough to be alongside in this long swooping right hand corner. It's quite a difficult corner this can be, to try to get it right or to try to take it at speed, but we're back up the inside again for the third time this race. We've made the exact same move, but we'd run wide on the exit again, another tricky corner, and MOC just wasting no time getting past and just going back up into P18, because Steph is now in 20th. But now we got the DRS on the main straight, so DRS open, not using the overtake just yet, just wanting to stay behind so I can use the DRS on the main straight. However, I do actually decide to go for a move down the inside. We do make contact, but we both stay in the race, we both don't spin out. And again, this battle just keeps going on and on and on, using DRS again up into the braking zone from the DRS straight. Good exit, but again, not good enough. Actually, it is on this occasion. It is on this occasion. And actually, that's going to be it, because I think he pits that following lap. You see the last few corners, we've got a McLaren who's a bit battling, even though we got way much more time penalties, but I thought, you know, for pride's sake, don't give it up, but you know, you got to be anyway. And yeah, so it's P18 on the Tier 1 debut, an absolute terrible start. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully this was just a one-off, and from now on all the races will be a lot better. So please tune in for, well, tomorrow there will be a video definitely out tomorrow of the next race in Mexico, which is going to be a wet one, so it should be interesting, so make sure you tune into that. Thank you for watching.